Well, a wonderful Sunday evening to you, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Digital Sim Sports Network and the Dirt Racing Network. And the live coverage of the season opener for the Mars Dirt Late Model Series. This will be an alternating series. Every other Sunday night. On the alternating Sundays, they will put the Pavement Late Model guys out there, the series they ran for their summer special. They'll go back and forth and back and forth. They'll have individual championships, and then they will have an overall champion for the two combined series. Drivers score points by winning races and by racing clean, as they have Wabam cleaning products back for their Clean Driver Award this year. Scrub It Up Car Wash and Oil Change Centers in their 8th season as the title sponsor for the Mars Series. Beards Conson on board with our drivers as well. Title sponsor, I believe that is for the Pavement Late Models. See that logo on the nose of a couple of cars. You're going to especially see it on, I believe it's Adam Vinny's car right here on that 51 machine. Yeah, right there. Right on the nose. Small batch beard oil products, and I always find that slightly amusing. Can't grow a beard, so never have to use that stuff, so I always find that a little bit amusing. Gonna be a fun one. Got about 16, 17 guys checked in for tonight. I see one of our fellow announcers is here tonight trying his luck in the dirt, old Zach Krieger. Try to work his hands and not his mouth for a change. That'll be exciting. Hope Zach is actually tuning in, checking things out. But a lot going on. You'll see a 4-car invert after qualifying tonight for the heats. We're only going to run the remains and their consolations and stuff if it's necessary. It doesn't look like we've got quite that many. We need about 4 or 5 more cars for that to happen. I see 4 of our 5 in points from last season's Dirt Series. Reed Rundle, Garrett Boyd, Shane Yates, and Jacob Schmutz all here in the house tonight. We're ready to do battle, looking at the 21 of Garrett Boyd right now. Yo, Tiny Dancer out there in that 18 machine. And old Tiny Dancer shutting her down, taking her to the infield. So Scott King making his return to the series. He's raced with them before, just in a very limited capacity, and we'll see. He's trying to get going again. That's Craig Burley here in the 26. That looks like the 1J of Jacob Schmutz. There's one of your top 4. Guys have 3 drop weeks, but not the final week. We are going to run 20 races in total. There you see last season's champion, Reed Rundle. He is back at the end of the work area. I think they got the car set up about as good as it can go. 17 of Dean Burt right in front of him. And Chris Alvey is way up here. That's the Icy sponsor right there. Just about 3 minutes until we get ready for qualifying. You swapped on me, Ivan. You were on Twitch. Now you're over on YouTube. I see. Growing a beard's easy. All you do is now. Well, I don't know if it's that easy. You see these guys with these glorious piles of facial hair, and they're all glistening and shiny, and they take care of them pretty well. And yeah, that's more than I think I want to try. Plus, I really can't grill all that glorious of facial hair. So I don't get all fired up about it. There's a 7-car of Austin DeMore. DeMore been pretty good on the asphalt. We'll see how he does in the dirt here. That's Peter Brees working around. checked into the pits, but I have not seen the 115 make a run out there. So all 5 of the top 5 are actually in here. There's a 64 Randy Brunner. And John usually together, but I don't see John tonight. So John has been doing pretty good in the pavement cars. Here at Old Tiny Dancer. Scotty, normally an open wheel guy, but seeing him throw the fenders in tonight and see what he can do out here in this limited late model. There's Bill. Guys, don't be afraid to say hi in the chat. Don't care where you're at. YouTube, Facebook, Twitch. I can see your chats. If you're over there on YouTube, Twitch, and Trovo, hit the subscribe button. You'll know every time we go live. If you're on Facebook, make sure you drop by the Dirt Racing Network's Facebook page. Like, share, and follow. Action tonight, action tomorrow night, action on Tuesday and on Wednesday this week. So kind of a full week. There goes Hayden Loomis for the first time, right at the end of practice. Drivers getting ready for their qualifying session. We should have at least 2, possibly 3 heats. I think we're going to have 2 heats. Round 1 of the dirt this week. Next Sunday night they will be on the asphalt, and then in 2 weeks' time they will return. I think they have things on for Thanksgiving, Christmas, and New Year's, and they may be off for may race this week, next week, and then be off for 2 weeks. We'll have to go check the schedule. First opportunity that we get. I know it is posted on their Facebook pages. Session winding down. That means it's qualifying time. We'll just glance at a few drivers randomly. We'll watch that scoring pylon on the left. Apparently we're going to have to turn off all of our sound tonight because the phone has decided it's going to go crazy the instant that we're going to go live here. Hadn't gone off all day long. My phone has got 2 messages. This is Hayden Loomis out here. Watching him. We're going to go watch Shane Yates. Yates, a threat in the dirt every single time you put him out there. I don't care what car you really put him in, but he does thrive in the fenders and the big blocks. So Yates 1378, and that was right around practice times. So second time around, just a tick slower, but 1378 good right now. Dean Burnt in the 17 car jumps to second, bumps Boyd down before the 43 car roll out. Car. Dean Burnt second quick right now. Austin and Reed Rundle both on track. Well, we're glad you like it. Got to get all the logos in there, guys. All right. Looks like Rundle third quick on his first lap. I don't know if he's going to improve. That looked pretty bad through 3 and 4, and he does not. In fact, slows down at Vinny on the track. Last of our qualifiers to take time. 14:22, he's 15th quick. And does move up to 11th quick on his second lap. So all 16 cars have taken time. And your quick qualifier for the evening. The 11 car of Shane Yates, 13.78 seconds. Dean Burnt, Reed Rundle, Garrett Boyd, and Peter Brees will make the top 5. So we'll get ready to divvy these guys up into heat races. There'll be There'll be an invert of the first 4 cars in each heat. Should be a good one to kick the season off. These guys only been off for a couple of weeks. So everybody's still pretty fresh with the last time they were on track. Now, they have not been here. So that may change things slightly. We're going to have our first heat race start gridding out here on the front stretch. Looks like 6 cars scheduled to be in this one. They'll line them up just like this. The 31 of Andrew Humphrey on the pole, with the J1 of Jacob Schmutz on his outside. The 21 of Garrett Boyd will start inside row number 2. Next 2, your quick qualifier for the evening in the 11. That's going to be Shane Yates. And then John Brunner in the 46. He is here. I did not see his name in the practice. But he is here, and he is in that 46 car as always. He starts inside row number 3. Next 2, Austin DeMore in the 7 machine. So 6 cars in this one, 6 in the next one, and 6 in the final one. Oh, we can't have all that nonsense right now. I forgot to do 2 things out of order, and I pay for it every time. So Schmutz and Humphrey gonna get us going. Pace truck, get out of the way. They got to go all the way around. Back down to turns 3 and 4.
Green flag,
for the green flag, and there it is. Schmutz has got the preferred spot up on the top. That momentum line should give him the lead down the backstretch, and it does exactly that. Through 3 and 4 the first time. Schmutz leads lap 1. Humphreys, but here comes Shane Yates. Yates trying to go around the top side and working on Humphreys. A little bit of tack down on the bottom, but Humphreys cannot hang on to the spot. Now he's got to fight with Garrett Boyd. Top 2 are going to the redraw. Humphreys was trying to work a little wider and move Boyd up the hill, and I think he's got his mission accomplished. As he'll get into the 3rd spot, Boyd slides into 4th. Brunner is 5th, and DeMore is hanging on back in 6th. Schmutz out in front. Down the front stretch one more time. And Yates is starting to close in. Can Shane Yates find a way around in the next 2 laps? This track's so short, so small, and so tight. Hard to make passes. Yates was there the last time through, now has lost about 3 car lengths. The end of the redraw is enough, I think. But I know Shane Yates, he wants to win every time he goes on the track right now. It's a white flag lap. One more time around. Schmutz and Yates. 1-2. Boyd got around Humphrey. He's up 3rd, but he's out of time. Heat 1 to open the season. Going to go to the 1J. Jacob Schmutz and Shane Yates 2nd. Garrett Boyd 3rd. Then Humphrey in 4th. Brunner and DeMore rounding things out. So we're going to get ready to look at our second heat race. It'll be the 51 of Adam Vinny on the pole. And you'll have the 18 of the Tiny Dancer Scott King on his outside. Peter Brees in the 74. Inside of row number 2. Next to Dean Burnt in the 17. And then the back row by himself. Going to be Chris Alvey in the 913 car. And that is a very brightly colored car. You cannot miss that car. Get ready to fire things off the next time out of turns 3 and 4. Vinny and King on the front row. Just waiting for the green flag. There it is. Heat 2 underway. Scott King will get to 1 and 2 first. Can he hang on to it coming out of the corner? That's the question. And Vinny going to put some power down. Keep the pressure on. They come out of 3 and 4. Who's going to lead lap number 1? Vinny by half a car. King trying to get the car to rotate, not doing it. He's going to fall to second. Still side by side for third. They started in row number 2 and they run side by side right now as they come back to the flag. That time Brees by Carlin. Into third, and then Burnt gets down, gets into him, then gets Alvey to get in the back of the 17 car. Everybody's saving them all over the place. Bent sheet metal, but not a problem. As the top 2 have broken away. Vinny and King out by about a second and a half over Peter Brees. Everybody kind of running that same line right below the fluff through the corners. Adam Vinny 3/4 of a second ahead of Scott King. King about a second and a half ahead of Peter Brees, and Peter Brees is 2.5 seconds ahead of Dean Burnt and Chris Alvey. Inside 2 to go. 51 car. Got the lead on the second lap. Hasn't looked back since. He's going to get to the white flag first. Just needs to hang on for 4 more corners and he'll win heat number 2 and go into the redraw. Out of 4, heat 2 will go to Adam Vinny, Scott King second, Peter Brees in third, Dean Burnt in the 4th spot, Chris Alvey rounding things out. So, third and final heat, getting ready to go out. They're going to line up all like this. It's going to be the 64 of Randy Brunner on the pole, and he'll have my partner in crime, the 35 machine of Zach Krieger on his outside. Hayden Loomis, the 15 on the inside of row number 2. Next 2, defending series champion in the 43, Reed Rundle, and the 26 of Craig Burlew. Going to start out back in the third and final heat. Trip around. The boys will get ready to fire him off. Zach Krieger. You'll have Zach tomorrow night, folks. Dirt Slingers. Big Block Modified Monday Night Thunder Series back in action. I'm trying to think of where they're going, and I can't for the life of me remember. I'll look it up. Green flag, tight start in this heat. Everybody was compacted right up in there, and it looks like Krieger's going to try to fight off the high side around Brunner. Zach Krieger on his way to leading the first lap of the final heat. Brunner gets hooked on the nose. He's going to keep it squared up, facing forward. He's just going to fall quite a ways back. Rundle's going to move up to second. Now he is going to go to the high side on Krieger, try to challenge for the lead. He wants to get in the redraw. That time I think Rundle had it by a foot or 2. Wasn't by much, I promise you that. It will be at Charlotte Motor Speedway at the dirt track. We are coming around. Going to be 4 laps to go. This time by Rundle out in front. Krieger is second. Loomis is up to third. Burlew in the fourth spot. Randy Brunner quite a ways back. You saw him get turned a little sideways now. Problem for Krieger. Car didn't turn going into 1 and 2. He's going to lose a spot to Loomis. He's in danger of losing a spot to Burlew as well. Has it for the time being. Just got to get that car to turn mid-corner. He is not really having a lot of fun in that thing right at the moment. Looks like it does okay in 3 and 4. Just he isn't turning very good down here in 1 and 2. Rundle 1.1 seconds out in front. That time way wide. Nicks the fence. There goes the spot. Krieger back to fourth. Rundle still 1.2 seconds ahead. White flag this time around. He'll pick up pretty much where he left off last season, and that is running at the front. I think he finished third in the season finale and ended up winning the championship by quite a bit. But he'll start the season off winning the third heat. Loomis is second, Burlew third, Krieger fourth, and Brunner rounding things out. Heat racing action. All finished for this evening. That means that we will have a little bit of a warm-up. They will give us a redraw. We'll see that when they roll out. I'm sure they'll give the guys a few minutes. Let's see who's around to talk to. Just a few. Scott King, got a copy.
Hey, what's going on?
Well, we're surprised to see you not in an open wheel car, first thing first. But it is good to see you out on a Sunday evening. What do you think here in this limited late model, especially at this teeny tiny little Kern County?
Yeah, Mama gave me the night off, so I was out raking leaves this afternoon, and got the honeydew list done, and yeah, gonna give it a try.
Well, look pretty good there. Second in your heat race puts you into the redraw, so you're gonna start pretty close to the front tonight. You're gonna put up a tussle and give these guys a fight?
Yeah, I don't know. I have hardly any time in these cars, so it's tough. So hopefully I don't get in the way too bad, and they don't run me over, and hopefully we'll come away with a good finish.
All right, man. Well, have fun. Are you going to run the pavement series too?
I'm gonna try. It works out really nice on Sundays, just with Amber's home and all that. So if I can, I want to.
All right, man. Well, good luck out there tonight, and hopefully we'll get a chance to talk to you at the end of this thing.
Awesome. Thanks, Roger.
Scotty King, the tiny dancer. Call him the poor man's. Oh, sorry. I got to laugh. I always get a kick out of his photograph. And he has me thinking, you know, he's the poor man's Elton John. He's kind of got that same facial structure and feature. I get kind of a chuckle out of thinking. He's popped out one night. I don't even remember. It was an open wheel series somewhere. It just kind of popped out. It's kind of stuck, which is a lot of fun and pretty entertaining. Adam Benny running around. There's Jacob Schmutz. Garrett Floyd tucked in right behind him.
Mr. Wagner, just a quick update. We are not sure if we have lights for this track. I was not aware that there was an issue with that. So at the 3-minute mark, we are going to go to the feature.
Okay, yeah, there are no lights for this track. That I can confirm.
All right, we're going to go. We're going to go ahead and advance it now. Then, thanks.
All right, buddy. I did not realize we were set up for a night race. I thought we were just doing an afternoon thing. It was nice and bright before. The lights at the track do not work. And so before they lose all their light and we have to race in the dark, I guess they're gonna get them advanced to get them going. So I don't think anybody updated that. In fact, I'm pretty sure they didn't, because I haven't seen an update for it. Because it's one of the things I'd really like to see us do, is be able to race this track in the dark. So we haven't done that just yet, but doesn't matter. We're going to get ready to rock and roll, and I know that front 3 rows is going to shuffle just a little bit, and maybe it already is, because it shows Brees and Boyd on the front row with Loomis and King in row 2, Yates and Rundle in row 3, Vinny and Schmutz in row 4, so maybe the front guys are going to move back. I'm not sure. We'll find out here as soon as they start to roll off. But Burlew and Humphrey in row 5 is going to be correct. So will Burnt and Krieger. And then John Brunner and Chris Alvey, Randy Brunner and Dustin Moore in the final 2 rows. 16 cars. Do a quick shuffle. It looks like Hayden Loomis is going to go to the point. And Scott King on the outside. Shane Yates, row 2, next to Reed Rundle. Adam Vinny and Jacob Schmutz in that 3rd row. And then Peter Brees and Garrett Boyd in row 4. So all 4 rows stayed in the invert. Everybody behind that is correct. Pace truck's out of the way. We're going to get ready to go green. 35 laps on the big board. Loomis and King to bring them out of 4. Trying to keep them down just a little bit. And the green flag is out. Feature number 1 for the season. MARS Touring Late Model Series. Presented by Scrimmino Car Wash and Oil Change Centers. Underway. Lap 1 goes to Hayden Lewis. King second, side-by-side battle. Couple of heavy hitters here, Rundle and Yates. I think whichever one of these two prevails out of this battle probably has a good shot at driving up here and chasing down Lewis. Now passing him may be another one. Scott King, see 18 can hang on and stay in that top 3. Good battle for the 3rd spot. 2 wide. Track very racy on both the inside and the out right now.
All right, man. Caution is out.
Caution behind. Burnt appears. Do have a problem. He and Krieger side by side right here. There's a whole bunch of cars out. Burlew is in it. Alvey is in it. Krieger's in it. So everybody looks like they're probably going to be able to continue. Let's see if we can get a different look. Krieger's got a little damage on the right front. Burnt's got a little bit of damage on the nose of his car. Alvey, left front's kind of caved in and pushed up just a little bit. Austin Moore, he may not have been part of that. His car looks pretty clean. So we got 3 or 4 laps in. Loomis, King, Yates, Rundle, Vinny, Schmutz, Boyd, Brees, Brunner, and Krieger. Pace truck out of the way. Short pace laps here. So we got to get that thing back on track. Now it's about getting a good start up front. Guys in the 2nd row, that's where you're going to see a little pushing and shoving. Not quite as good a start this time for Scott King. Loomis gets one. King's going to have his hands full. Yates down to the inside. He may take that spot. Going to move him up the hill, make him choose whether he's going to keep a foot in it or give way, and he gives way. Now Yates clear in the 2nd. Now contact. That's Rundle and Vinny, and that's a big pileup. No caution as of yet. Everybody keeping them facing forward. The hood gone off of the 43, and it went out over there in turn 1. Yeah, maybe it's not all the way around. This piece is over. That'll shake things up. It's going to be Loomis, Yates, King, Boyd up to 4th. Schmutz in the 5th spot. Vinny is 6th after the contact in the right front corner of that car. Gone. That's what we saw go flying up into the catch fence. Is that right front fender. Now Randy Brunner in 7th. He's battling with Vinny. Shane Yates going for the lead out of turn number 4 on lap number 9. Didn't quite get it that time. He's got it rolling down to the inside. Loomis hopping through the fluff up on the top side. He may not have enough momentum. Yates can find bite right here. They're going to stay side by side, but Yates leads the lap. Loomis all the way to the top now, yields the spot. Shane Yates goes to the point. Loomis to 2nd. King is 3rd, and he's got company. There's Garrett Boyd. on to the bottom and making the 21 car work down there. There's Jacob Schmutz tucked right in behind this battle. For the time being, Scott King hanging on. He's using the top side and all that momentum to his advantage. This time, a little bit wider for Boyd. He gets closer. More alongside this time. Went for the slider. Didn't quite get there. Had to check it up. And Schmutz is just trying to figure out which one of them is going to move. That's where he wants to go. Now Boyd tucks in behind. Gets up on the top. Caution. Once again, this could be for the 17 car. I think he's going to get just far enough out here. Got right to there. I think that's what triggered the caution. He just didn't quite get it out of the way. Got it stopped and the leaders were coming. So several cars have gone to the work area. We'll update you with those here momentarily. Yates, Loomis, King, Boyd, Schmutz, the top 5. Vinny, Brunner, Krieger, Rundle, and Alvey, the top 10. DeMoore, the last running car on the track in 11th. And then Brees, Burnt, Brunner, Burlew, and Humphrey are all back into the pits. We'll see if any of those guys come back out. So it looks like Peter Brees is trying to get things fixed. And he will roll back. He's missing a couple of pieces off the car. But he will roll the 74 back onto the racing surface. So that'll put 12 cars on the racing surface. I think they'll all be on the lead lap because I think he got that done while we were under caution. I don't think he was off track during green. Dean Burnt shows 3 laps down. He's back on track. He's at the very back.
Green.
Green flag back in the air. Yates already back to the point. Scott King grabbed second. Great start for Tiny Dancer. Coming out of fourth, got the parallel sideways. Loomis will pull alongside. We'll see how long that battle lasts. Not long at all through 1 and 2, and Loomis goes right back by. Now here comes Schmutz as he got around Boyd. And he's going to try to take the 3rd spot away on the top side. Probably going to get it right here out of turns 3 and 4, or turns 1 and 2, excuse me. Schmutz to the top 3. Caution behind Chris Alvey. The 913 car having issues. Zach Krieger side by side right there. Krieger a little out of shape. Alvey a little wide on the exit. Yeah, that's conducive to tearing things off the car. You can see that whole rear spoiler laying out there. Peter Brees trying to get some more fixed on that car. Zach Krieger also rolled back to the work area. The guy's trying to do something for him. Chris Alvey is missing lots on that car. The car looks like it's about a foot shorter as well. So we'll get everybody lined back up. Looks like Tiny Dancer's going to take that 3rd spot back from Schmutz. I don't think they had crossed the line. Schmutz took it off of the top of 2 before they could get back to the line. Caution waiting. So we're back to the previous lap. Reset the field. Loomis, Yates, King, Schmutz, Boyd, and Vinny, the top 6. 19 laps to go.
Green flag.
Make it 18 this time. Good start there. Loomis grabbed second. King tried to force his way to the high side. He may have gotten there. Right in front of Schmutz. Here comes Boyd working the bottom side, trying to take 4th away from Jacob Schmutz, trying to keep him pinned up top. I think the top side has a little bit of an advantage in most cases right here. Now, Schmutz trying to come down, squeeze the exit for Boyd. doesn't want to give up the spot. He wants to go on the attack against King. Just cannot quite get clear of Boyd to do so. And Boyd wants the same thing. He wants to get clear of Schmutz so he can go after Scott King. Laps are ticking down. We are inside 15 to go. Well past the halfway point. Schmutz clears into the 4th spot. Still trying to chase down Lewis. Lewis giving chase to Yates. Adam Vinny is 6th. Randy Runner is 7th. And Reed Rundle in the 8th spot. Peter Reese is 9th. And Austin DeMore, your 10th and final lead lap car. Dean Byrne quite a ways back in the field. He's 3-4 laps down here. So. Working them down. We're going to go back and watch 3rd place because that's where the battle's going to heat up. Final podium spot. Schmutz and Boyd are still giving chase. King doing a great job of hanging on to the 18 car, keeping it in its spot. I think he's learned something in the short time that he's been here this evening. Able to keep the 18 car in pretty good position. Hasn't gotten it out of shape a bunch. Gonna be 9 to go this time. Laps winding down very quick. Still showing the way, and he's about 0.8 of a second. I was going to say he was closer to a second, but that dwindles every time they come out of the corner. He seems to gain some going through and then loses it back. So Loomis looking a little quicker on the exits. King still doing a fine job hanging on the 3rd. 7 laps remaining. Schmutz in 4th, Boyd is 5th, Vinny still 6th. Not really any shakeups. Nobody really making moves here. Kind of got us down to what looks like a conveyor belt around the place. Looks like Scott King starting to reel in Hayden Davis here late in the going. 5 laps remaining. They just crossed under the wave lap. There's Austin DeMore right in front of your leaders. Lap time could become a factor at the very, very end of this one. DeMore goes way wide. Your leader skates right on by. Now Loomis trying to deal with the lap car. 3 laps to go. He'll get him down the back stretch and get 3 and 4. Moore keeps the car way out in the fluff. 2 laps this time for your leader. Now Scott King starting to deal with the lap car, and he zips right by him on the straightaway. Schmutz got him on the entry. Boyd is tucked right in there. Boyd may go after Schmutz on the white flag lap. White flag is out. Shane Yates out in front. He's already in turns 3 and 4. Shane Yates going to pick up the win, the season opener. The 23-24 winter and fall season. Loomis is 2nd. King finishes in 3rd. And his return to the series, Schmutz was 4th and Boyd was 5th. So we'll bring the drivers around. Try to get a nice chat with all 3 of them. Could be a little bit of a challenge, folks. We do not have a good place to put a camera for these interviews, but we'll start moving our drivers around. I know I saw Shane there. Well, maybe we're good luck for him. I don't know. Maybe it's just blind luck because, you know, blind squirrels find a nut every now and then. But Tiny Dancer, 3rd place tonight.
Not too bad, huh?
No, not for an open wheel guy jumping into a late model.
Oh, yeah, that's it's been a long time since I've done any racing on here, and to hop in a different car and come away with the third was good. Um, I think I got lucky with the redraw and finished second in the heat, and with the format put me outside pole. So I don't. Hopefully, I'll have to go back and look. I was unsure when I started third on the bottom. I was pretty uncomfortable down there. So I know I squeezed Jake up into the fence maybe once and got into third, and then I was just trying to match those guys in front of me. So I think I don't think they pulled me too bad. So I think it worked out good.
Well, a lot of fun and a good way to start off the season, man. Give us some shout outs, some thank yous, and we'll let you go start getting ready for next week's asphalt debut.
Yeah, that'll be fun too. Another car. I have no idea what I'm doing in, but yeah, thanks to the wife, of course, let me sneak down here. I don't even know who's all on the car. We got Built to Media Podcast, True Speed Motorsports, SKD, and thanks for you for broadcasting. Reed for sending me the invite to the league. Yeah, it was a lot of fun, and to start off with the third place off the opening night's pretty awesome. So, thanks, guys.
All right, man. Thanks for chatting with us. Congrats on a great run, and I'll talk to you later in the week.
All right, thanks, Roger.
Scotty King finishing in that third spot. Now we'll move over here. We'll talk to Hayden Loomis. He was fifth in the points last year. He comes out on night number one and goes second to Shane Yates. Hayden Loomis, good run tonight.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, looked like you were trying to chase him down, but every time you'd make up a few feet, he'd get them right back. Kind of a one-lane track tonight.
Yeah, definitely. He passed me on the inside again, just like the last race of last season. Got around me on the inside, and once he did it, I was like, "That's got to be the play." I've barely raced here at all since this track came out, so this was a good learning experience for me. I'll take it.
Well, it's a great way to start the season off with a fifth place finish in the points last year. You're going to start second this year. A lot of races to go. What's the plan to get through the 23-24 fall and winter season?
Got to stay consistent, man. It's what it is. Qualify good and stay consistent.
All right, man. Well, great run tonight. Give us some shout-outs, some thank yous, and we'll let you get out of here.
A shout out Elite Performance Industries, Velocity Visions, Designs by Trouton, Wabam, you guys, the Dirt Racing Network, Reed for putting all this stuff together, Peter, the guys all around here. We all appreciate you, man. These leagues are awesome.
All right, man. Well, thanks for chatting with us. Congrats on a great run, and we will look forward to seeing you back probably in a couple of weeks.
Thank you, sir. Sounds good.
Second place driver, Hayden Loomis. We will move on. Let's do something here. Yeah, we'll get a good look at the side of the car. He left the car on the track for us to see. Picks up where he left off the end of the fun season last season with a win. Shane Yates are going to start off on top this season, trying to unseat the champ.
Yeah, that feels good. Last practice season, didn't race a race in it. It put a big hurting on me in the points. But I'm gonna try to be here every other Sunday to try to stay ahead.
Yeah, it looked like you were able to use the bottom to get by, and then the track was kind of single lane. Makes it kind of tough, especially when you get to lap cars.
Oh yeah, there at the beginning, it was the top, like the first probably 5 or 6 laps, and I was having a tough time past. I can't remember who it was, number 18. Might have been
Scott.
I was having a hard time passing him from the inside because the top was the dominant side at that time, and I finally got by him, and then I moved up, and this track's just it's different, man. It like 1 minute it'd be on the bottom, the next minute it'd be on the top, then it's on the bottom. You just got to play with it, try to figure out where to go to, and I just found that inside and got that good run and got by him.
Well, it's a great way to start the season. As always, the guys are going to be chasing you for the remainder of it, man. Give us some shout-outs, some thank yous. We'll let you get out of here and celebrate.
Yeah, I think my team, Premier Racing Setup, some guys over there. I don't think I'm on 2 teams now. TNT is Street Stock Race League or team. I appreciate them guys. I want to thank Reed and Peter for putting this league on, and I want to thank you for broadcasting.
All right, man. Thanks for chatting with us. Congrats on a great win. We'll look forward to seeing you back in a couple weeks.
All right, man. We'll see you.
Shane Yates picking up the win this evening. And I say it every time I see the guy come around. You get him close to the front, especially on starts. Everybody else is just racing for second. So he makes me look really smart every week when he wins right after I say that. So good job to him. Good job to the top three. And a great job for Scott King coming in and his first time really getting after it in a while in a Fender car and picking up a top three. But Yates was the winner. Loomis was second. King was third. Then Jacob Schmutz fourth. Garrett Boyd fifth. Adam Vinny, good run for him. He comes home sixth tonight. He is more of an asphalt guy than a dirt guy, and got to give him credit. He hung in there, kept it going. Randy Brunner seventh. Reed Rundle was eighth, your defending champion. Off to an auspicious start for the season. We'll see how he does to recuperate from that. And the rest of the season should be interesting watching the 43. 74, Peter Brees was ninth. Austin DeMore 10th. Dean Burnt 11th. Chris Albee 12th. Zach Krieger was 13th. Craig Burlew 14th. John Brunner was 15th. And Andrew Humphrey rounded things out. So, good start to the season. Next week, they will be in asphalt cars. That will be fun. It'll be a little different, but you'll see a lot of the same guys. Might see some new faces. Every Sunday night, 7 o'clock, and they will alternate back and forth. It's going to be an amazing season. They are running all the way up until March or April, and it's going to be a lot of fun. 20 weeks worth. Don't forget about tomorrow night, 8 o'clock Eastern, right back here. Zach Krieger will get out of the race car, get up in the booth. Monday Night Thunder for the Dirt Slingers Racing League. Big Block Modifieds, they go to the dirt track at Charlotte. Make sure that you tune in for that. Then Tuesday night, Short Track Showdown Series back in action again. After the South Boston race, the guys that can move the bar up pretty easily, and we should see a good race on Tuesday from them. And then Thursday night, Netcode Esports Mighty Midget Series back in action again. So don't miss out on any of the action all week long. Like, share, follow on Facebook, subscribe on YouTube, Twitch, and Trovo. Appreciate everybody being here, guys. Without you guys, no reason for us to cover any of this, and without all the great leagues, there is nothing for us to cover to bring you great racing action. So we appreciate everybody that is involved in all that. Until we see you the next time, love everybody. Keep the rough side down. Keep it dirty for sure. Good night, everybody.